Well, when I was the deputy comptroller, the deputy undersecretary of defense for comptrolling, and we had my goodness, it was about $586 billion and a supplemental of $160 billion. And getting that across the line to Congress was always a challenge. But what you needed to be able to do was create an advocacy position that made sense. And it was incumbent upon the Department of Defense to do that. But you would expect that, right? I mean, you would expect to have a good case for the kinds of things that you that you want to bring forward. I have a kind of a notional scenario that I use to explain these, not necessarily the strategy, but the way in which the budget is put forward and defended and adjudicated by Congress. You know, imagine, okay, we're going to do imagining. Imagine you're in Colombia and you have a problem with CEOs being kidnapped. Well, we don't like CEOs to be kidnapped, right? And so the cartels, they kidnap and hold for ransom CEOs, but they take them into triple canopy jungle where we can't see. We want to be able to see the cartels in order to rescue our CEOs. So we need to have something that looks down through triple canopy jungle. That's the requirement. You need something that looks through triple canopy jungle. Well, synthetic aperture radar does that. And so that's the capability you need, but you need to be able to carry it on something like a Predator or a Reaper or some kind of a drone. So that combination is the capability. Now, that capability needs to be explained in terms of, okay, what kind of coverage do you really need for your ISR, your intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance? Well, you need at least 10 to fully cover it for 24/7.
Yep.
Okay, we have 10 Reapers. We have all of them carrying synthetic aperture radar. They cost X.
Yep.
You go to Congress and say, look, here it is. This is what we need. This costs X to give you a moderate to low risk solution for what we want to do. Congress looks at that and says, no, we're only going to fund 8. Oh, okay. Now you've raised it from a moderate to low risk to moderate to high risk, but that's on you. That's not on the Department of Defense or the Department of War now. That's on you, Congress. We've given you exactly what the requirement was, the capability to meet the requirement and how much it's going to cost. You chose not to do that. And so that's what I'm talking about when I say you have to build a case and you have to submit it and then put the responsibility, the risk responsibility where it belongs.